Hey everyone, Naib here. Last weekend I got to go to Prague to play in the world premiere for the newest Flesh and Blood set, The Hunted. Overall, it was a fantastic weekend with great games and even greater people. I learned a lot about this sealed format, and today I'll be giving you a quick primer to help get the most out of your pre-release. Whether you're looking to understand pack contents, build the best deck possible, or decide which hero to play, I've got you covered. Let's get started. First things first, what's inside these packs? Each pack of The Hunted contains the following: 1 equipment card, 1 rainbow foil, 1 rare plus card, this can be either a rare or a majestic, 2 cards for each solo class for a total of 6 cards, 3 cards that are either one of hybrid, draconic, or generic, and there's 1 wildcard slot that can be any playable non-foil card. This means that in sealed, for a pool of 8 packs, you'll generally have enough cards to make some very strong deck building decisions. Here's what you can expect out of a single pool for a single deck. There are 16 solo class cards, tailored for each hero, 6 to 8 draconic cards, 8 to 10 hybrid cards, 5 or 6 generics, and a handful of rares and foils. On average, you'll also have about 8 to 10 equipment pieces to customize your build. The exciting thing about this set is that all 3 heroes are playable, so your choice will depend on your pool and your playstyle. Let's break it down, starting with Arachne. Arachne Web of Deceit is all about stealth and precision. So here's how he plays. Arachne's hero power says that stealth attacks get +1 power and go again when they hit marked heroes. And how do you mark opponents? By using Mark of the Huntsman or other marking cards. Once marked, your stealth attacks force your opponent into tough decisions. They either block and avoid the hit, or let you roll into an Agent of Chaos to shift the game in your favor. Arachne's core play pattern is to mark opponents with cards like Mark of the Huntsman, and then follow up with stealth attacks that have on-hit effects. If Arachne's opponents don't block, they'll be taking some devastating on-hit effects. If they do, they'll remain marked, and Arachne will be able to pivot to an Agent of Chaos to generate some even more game-winning opportunities. Now, what tells you that you should go Arachne? Arachne favors attack reactions like Stains of the Redback and 2 Sides to the Blade, which help push through key on-hits. Arachne shines with the equipment piece Danger Digits, which gives Arachne greater control over when to mark opponents, setting up some huge power plays. If you're looking to go Arachne, keep an eye out for cards like Orbweaver Spinneret, Tarantula Toxin, and Up Sticks and Run. These cards will give your deck the boost that it needs to be really effective in this format. Next up, we have my personal favorite, Syndra, a hero who thrives on rapid dagger re-equips and explosive chain links. Syndra's hero power allows her to re-equip both her daggers for the cost of 3 resources. The more draconic chain links she can build up, the cheaper it is for her to re-equip her daggers. Syndra generates fealty by hitting marked opponents, which lets her equip her daggers very efficiently. Syndra's core play pattern is to chip away with weapon attacks to enable cards that care about 2+ draconic chain links. On following turns, unleash multiple draconic attacks to re-equip daggers and keep the chain rolling. Why should you choose Syndra? Syndra has very powerful rares like the Art of the Dragonfire and Dragon Power, which let her play very efficient 1-cost attacks with fealty. Attacks that flick daggers enable her hero power while keeping her cards efficient. Some additional rares to include when playing Syndra are Silver Talons and Wrath of Retribution. If you're all about synergy and maximizing efficiency, Syndra is probably the best deck for you. Finally, let's talk about Fang, a hero who thrives on building momentum through fealty counters. Similarly to Syndra, Fang gains fealty counters when he hits marked heroes, and his dagger attacks get discounted when he controls 3 or more fealty counters. Fang's core play pattern is to attack with daggers, then chain into dagger instants and reactions for go again. Generate 3 fealty counters to unlock massive discounts and resource efficiency. You should choose Fang when you have access to over 10 or more draconic reactions and instants to help keep his first dagger attack going. Draconic attacks that generate fealty help Fang build momentum quickly, and some of his best rares include Rake Over the Coals, Long Whisper Loyalty, and Endear Devotion. Fang is perfect if you're looking for a high-octane, resource-efficient playstyle. Before we wrap up, here are some general tips for sealed and the hunted. Typically, you should always be choosing to go second. This lets you see your opponent's setup and preserve tempo. Fang benefits the most from resource cards, while Syndra can get by with fewer blues. Don't forget the yellows are viable substitutes. Certain equipment can block multiple times, like the Blade Beckoner suite or Leapfrog. Use these strategically to absorb critical damage. Starting Point can combo with fealty to help Fang keep momentum without overextending. Most games in this set come down to whether you can avoid dipping into the danger zone of under 4 health, so play proactively to prevent those situations. With these tips, you'll be ready to navigate the challenges and outplay your opponents. That's all for today's sealed primer for the Hunted. I hope this guide helps you crush your next event, wherever that may be. Which hero are you most excited to play? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or hit that notification bell for more Flesh and Blood content. Until next time, happy hunting.
Yeah, we're getting rid of the envelope
7
here, but
envelope
What we could do
and
here is go
darkness.
ahead and play the envelope.
All 3 pitches of envelope and darkness.